Alright YouTube, we're going to get right into it. Forget the formalities. Let's kick the video off with a question. If I handed you a piece of paper, okay? On that piece of paper, hang on, let me turn my fan off. It's hot here. I'm in Texas. It's hot as shit. Okay. Oh damn, I turned my fan up. Hang on, let me turn my fan off. Okay. I didn't want that background noise. Now, on the piece of paper, right, was Canelo's entire resume. Okay, and I said, all right, you get to watch one fight. In fact, you get to go to one fight. You can attend one fight. You can be front row for that fight. Any fight on his resume, who would you pick? I mean, other than Gennady Golovkin, what fight would you like to see? Would you like to go to? Most of you, I think, would probably pick Canelo Kovalev, right? I mean, look, okay, I'm sure there'd be a few of you out there that would say, no, I'd rather go see Canelo Mayweather, maybe Cotto, you know? But I think the overwhelming majority would say, yes, I would like to see Canelo Kovalev. It's truly what I believe. If you're being honest, it's what I believe, okay? You know, so here's my question. Or no, so that's my question, rather. If you could go to one Canelo fight, which one would it be? You know, tell me below. I'm curious, right? All right, moving forward, am I excited for Canelo Kovalev? Hell yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm going to be honest, right? Probably going to get a lot of hate. You know, a lot of people want to hate on it, but I'm going to be honest. Like, look, I understand Kovalev, right? Older. I understand he's kind of at the end of his career, okay? But he's not washed up. He's not completely done. I would say he's probably 70, maybe 75% of a prime Kovalev, right? I mean, most of you believe, right? Most of you believe he was robbed against Andre Ward in both fights, okay? And a lot of you believe he got caught with a lucky punch that would knock out anyone in the light heavyweight division when he fought Alvarez, okay? I mean, right? Am I wrong here? I don't think I'm wrong on anything here. I think Kovalev has a lot left in the tank, and we're going to see that against Canelo on fight night, okay? So, and I'm going to make another bold statement, right? If Canelo beats Kovalev, right? If he beats Kovalev, if Canelo beats Kovalev, I think he should be pound for pound #1. I do. I think if he beats Kovalev, he should be pound for pound #1, okay? You know, or look, I would at least have him in my top 3, you know, Lomachenko, Crawford, Usyk, and of course Canelo would be at least #3, possibly 2, maybe #1. I don't know. That is for another video. I got to break it down a little bit better than that. So, okay, so all right, moving on to the weight. Okay, moving on to the weight. Canelo already said publicly that he was going to be 175, 180, maybe 181, 182. He did an interview. Go watch it, whatever. Find it on YouTube. I think it was with Radio Raheem. You know, he's talking about his weight. So he's going to come in at least 180, okay, for that fight. So, I mean, not a big secret, right? You know, but I mean, here's my thing. Would that possibly make him a little slower, right? It's going to slow him down. Will he gas out? So, I don't know. I'm just impressed that it's not a catch weight. Thank God the fight is not at a catch weight, okay? I mean, Canelo, we know he's made a career out of catch weight, so, you know, maybe this is his way of redemption, right? Maybe this is his way of showing the boxing fans he can beat whoever he wants in their own division without a catch weight. At least I think that's what he's thinking, okay, in my own mind. That's probably what he's trying to do here by fighting at light heavyweight, you know, because he caught a lot of hell for fighting catch weight. And, okay, I've covered a lot of Canelo fights. I mean, as you guys know, I've covered a lot of Canelo fights as press, okay? I've seen the weight transformation with my own 2 eyes. I've seen Canelo step on the scale at 160 and then enter the damn ring at 180 or more, you know, at least 175, you know, but can he handle the power from a true light heavyweight, right? How is Kovalev going to handle Canelo's power? These are all great questions, okay? And this is why, I mean, I want to see the fight, you know? I mean, there's a lot of just really great questions. So, and I know a lot of you boxing fans are saying, you know, Canelo is going to go to the body because that's the most obvious place that he should go, considering Kovalev is getting soft in the body, right? No big secret. But remember, Kovalev has a new coach, okay? And they are aware, I mean, they're aware of this. They're aware that Canelo is going to go to the body. I think they're going to have a strategy. I think they're probably going to use the jab, and we know Canelo, vulnerable to the jab, always. I mean, that's kind of like his Achilles heel, right? Is the jab. So, and remember me saying that on fight night, because I think you're going to see Canelo get caught with that jab multiple times. All right, let's talk about tell of the tape, stats, whatever, right? 51-1-2, right? Canelo's record, 5'8", 70.5-inch reach, 29 years old, all right? Kovalev, 34-3-2, 6 foot tall, I mean, significantly taller. 72.5-inch reach. Okay, so he's got, what, about a 2-inch reach advantage. 36 years old. So, you know, we're looking at, what is that, like a 7-year age gap. So a lot of guys are saying, you know, well, Kovalev's old. He's washed up. There's, you know, like a 7-year age gap. I mean, Kovalev's not that old. If you think he's old, then you think Gennady Golovkin is old. Then you think Pacquiao is like you know, he must be ancient, you know, an ancient fighter because, you know, he's 40 or about to be 40. What the hell ever. Or is he 40? Yeah, he's 40 now, I think. So, you know, so 36 years old. And Kovalev, you know, I don't think he's taken that much punishment. Okay, Andre Ward, yeah, he got knocked out, you know, by Elder Alvarez. So other than that, you know, he was like blasting people out of the ring. So Kovalev, right? He's won 3 out of his last 5 fights with a TKO. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. He's won 3 out of his last 5 fights with a TKO, even beat Shabransky, right? A lot of people said he couldn't do that, and he did. He avenged his loss against Alvarez, okay, by unanimous decision, okay? So, you know, you got to give him props for that. Definitely give him props for that. So, you know, after taking 2 losses to Andre Ward, you know, like I said, Kovalev has won, what, 4 out of 5 fights, I believe. Something like that. I mean, fact check me on that. I believe, yeah, he's won 4 out of 5, you know, since he lost to, yeah, that's correct. I know that's correct. Since he lost to Andre Ward. So, and like I said, he got caught with that punch that would have put out anyone, right? He would have put out anyone, okay? So yeah, roughly what, like I said, 6.5, 7-year age advantage, 4-inch height advantage, got the reach. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, hell yeah. And Canelo, going back to his resume, I'm looking at it. Cotto, Khan, Smith, Chavez, Gennady Golovkin, Jacobs, Fielding. What a crazy, it's probably the most craziest resume in boxing, right? I'm looking at this, like thinking like, you know, it is, because you're fighting guys like Amir Khan. You got Oscar De La Hoya talking about, you know, he's not a true middleweight. He needs to acclimate to middleweight. Then he fights Amir Khan, and then he goes into a Chavez fight, which is over the middleweight limit at a catch weight, you know, and then here we are, like heavyweight. I mean, it's completely insane, right? And, you know, I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. A very, very, you know, very tough fight for Canelo. And another really important thing, probably one of the most important things I'm going to tell you tonight, Canelo hasn't had a significant knockout since he fought Smith back in 2016, okay? And it was Amir Khan before that and Kirkland before that. I mean, really, like really think about that. Hasn't had a real, you know, just a real knockout, right, since Smith. And then Amir Khan, which anyone could have knocked out Amir Khan. And then Kirkland, I think anyone could have knocked out Kirkland, you know, before that. So is he going to knock out Kovalev? Like, I don't know. I mean, Canelo doesn't have that dangerous power. You know, he just kind of wears you down, goes, you know, he'll chop you down is what he does. So, you know, but you guys know, if you're watching the video, you know what type of fighter, you know, Canelo is, right? Had a decision over Cotto, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Even Gennady Golovkin, I believe he lost both fights. So when he's in there with a bigger, you know, bigger man or an equally sized fighter, or at least as close as you can get it in Canelo world, you know, he doesn't knock him out. So I don't know. I mean, look at Gennady Golovkin. Like I said, I don't think he ever hurt him. Not once. I don't think he came close to hurting Gennady Golovkin. So how's he going to hurt Kovalev? You know, I mean, unless he just lands that perfect shot, like right in the liver, kidney shot, whatever it may be, it's got to be perfect. You know, so looking at all the evidence and coming up with the best, you know, educated guess, I would guess Canelo cannot knock out Kovalev. Right? But anything's possible. So, all right, question number 2. Okay, let me, you know, I opened up with a question about what fight would you like to go to, and I think you would probably pick Kovalev. Question number 2. Okay, what if Manny Pacquiao was going to fight Gennady Golovkin? What if Lomachenko was going to fight Spence, right? I mean, we'd be freaking out. We'd be freaking the hell out. So how can people support fights like that but not Canelo Kovalev? I mean, this dude is jumping up to a crazy division. Like, I don't understand, like, how people, you know, like I said, I mean, it's no different than Pacquiao fighting Gennady Golovkin. And I understand what a lot of you are probably going to say, well, Pacquiao doesn't rehydrate at a middleweight. But a lot of welterweights do. So I mean, I don't know. Just to me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, to me, I just don't see it. I mean, I really am excited for the fight, and I think the hatred really for Canelo is why people won't admit, you know, they're excited for the fight, or they won't allow themselves, right? They won't even allow, you know, they're like, no, hell no, I'm not going to get on board. I can't stand that dude. And I think that's a lot of what's going on out there. So, you know, I've made a YouTube career, okay, a YouTube career out of bashing Canelo, you know, but I can't do it on this particular fight. I give him 100% credit. No catch weight, no BS, just light heavyweight. You got to respect that, right? And if you don't, then I think, like I said, I think it's just a lot of people hating on Canelo, you know, right now because of his past, right? And I honestly don't blame you, right? But you got to look past that, okay? At least for this one particular fight, because this is a dangerous fight for Canelo. You know, he's, like I said, going to be stepping into the unknown. He's stepping into the unknown against a guy that nobody really knows where he's at physically, mentally right now, right? I'm talking about Kovalev. So it's incredibly dangerous, right? Ryan Garcia just signed, you know, like I told you guys, the most lucrative deal for a prospect. He'll be on the undercard fighting Duno, and also Evander Holyfield's son is going to be on the undercard too, okay, promoted by Kathy Duva, main event. Now, also, I'm thinking about flying out and covering the fight as press. I'm going to look into it over the weekend. Today's Friday. I haven't really made my mind up yet, so I might be out there covering the fight for the entire week. I just have to look at the schedule and see if I can do it. So if I can, you know, I will. So anyway, all right, just a few more really quick things. So let's go to the interview, right? Of course, everyone thinks Canelo is going to go to the body. According to Canelo, he said, yeah, he's going to go to the body. Kovalev said, I'm going to wear my belt really high up to my nipples, what the hell ever. You know, they're having a camp, their training camp. They're focusing on protecting the body. So, you know, they're well aware of his game plan. So, you know, if they take that away, then they kind of take away, you know, they take a lot away from Canelo. If they can take away that body work, they take a lot away. So the size difference, I mean, it looks like, look, the size difference. It looks like Kovalev is standing up there with like his teenage kid. You know what I mean? Something like that. It's completely crazy. It looks like Spence and Mikey Garcia, but worse, okay? I mean, it looks worse. I mean, I can't think of a worse, like, looking mismatch. You know, it almost looks like a meme when these guys are next to each other, like Kovalev is taking his son to the boxing class. I mean, it's crazy looking. So, but a few other points, you know, will Canelo give up speed and stamina by putting on more weight, right? Or will it help him? You know, I'm just kind of spitballing here. Kovalev, you know, coming off a really tough fight, so will that have any effect on the overall outcome, right? I mean, kind of a back-to-back thing. So, you know, will Canelo be able to handle the power of a true light heavyweight, a very hard-hitting light heavyweight? And again, I wonder how Kovalev will handle Canelo's power, okay? And then Vada, I mean, also, yeah, we know. Now, hang on, now, back up now. I want to know about Vada. I want to know about testing. So, you know, but the fight, to me, it's like a fantasy fight come true. It is. It's like a fantasy fight come true. So, and most importantly, this doesn't happen very often in boxing. So this is going to be a rare event, so I would embrace it. Even if you don't like Canelo like myself, I would embrace it, you know. So I say, you know, just embrace it, enjoy the ride, don't complain about it, and yeah, leave a comment below.